Welcome to the road least traveled. My name is Suli and I'm your host. In this podcast, I share with you what I've learned in my journey of spiritual awakening, and I hope that it helps you in yours. So stay with me. Let's figure this thing out together. I had a request from one of my listeners on how to connect with your soul. So this is it. On a rainy day, my internet connection is a real bitch, but on a clear day, it's so fast and smooth. There's no disruption at all. What I'm trying to say is that the connection between you and your soul is already there. It's only hard to get a clear connection because of the years of accumulated negative thoughts, behaviors, and habits that disrupt this connection. I can tell you one thing that I think is true for all of us, from royalty to the dregs of society, from upper crust to the destitute, and it's this: your soul really, really loves you unconditionally. Your soul gets excited when you do something you love, and your soul gets sad when you treat yourself badly or when you let others treat you badly. You see, it's got no hands to slap you, so it just remains silently sad. Your soul is proud of you when you've done something admirable, and it gets disappointed when you harm others, but it still loves you unconditionally because it has tremendous hope and belief in you. Whether you know it or not, whether you care or not, your soul is constantly with you and constantly sending you messages. It's the one thing that will never give up on you, even if you ignore it. Take it easy, Your soul has a lot more sense of humor than you think. Most of the time, I take guidance from my soul, but every once in a while, my ego starts to interfere and make me say things like, hey, listen, who's the one with the hands and fingers and ears and voice to do this podcast, huh? I know what I'm doing. So, back off a bit. I love you. I love you too. They say there's a fine line between madness. Never mind. Okay, serious tone. How to connect with your soul? Well, there's no one size fits all. However, I can offer a guideline. And this is just my personal experience, that I'm sharing with you. It's not the holy grail or anything. It may not work for some people, but it will work for those that are ready. That's all I can say. The single most important thing is intention. If you have a genuine, wholesome intention to grow or to be the best version of yourself, and by the way, it's a term I'm not keen on because you are already the best version of yourself. You just have to get rid of all the negative thoughts, behaviors, and habits that you collected over the years. You were born the best version of yourself. So your intention is really to return to that best version. You see, we all have this thing called free will, and that's the thing that, makes our human person do things independently of our soul. Your soul will never force you to acknowledge it. But once you have that intention to get to know it, it'll then say, oh, about time. Where have you been all my life? And you have to trust it. Not just once or twice, but sustained trust. Because your soul obeys your every wish. The moment you're doubtful, your soul will also obey you. Oh, you don't want a relationship with me anymore? Oh, okay. Oh, now you do? Okay. Oh, wait, you don't? Oh, what the hell? Well, you do or you don't? This is going to happen, but don't worry. You've started your journey, and that's the most important thing. With intention, all else will follow. Whether it's trust, love, compassion, gratitude, strength, determination, I hear people say things like, I'm not strong enough or brave enough. I don't know how to be grateful or compassionate. And I don't know how to love myself. It's okay, all right? It's okay. For as long as you have a genuine intention, you're more than halfway there. Once I had a real intention, everything just sailed smoothly. It was just a question of how to get there. I had to figure it out, and I'm going to tell you how I did it. Here are 3 tips on how to bring this about, okay? Just do these 3 things. Number 1, beg. Yes, beg. And it's not fake begging or manipulative begging. It has to be sincere. How you get to this stage is very personal. I mean, some people can be awakened by a cake that didn't rise. For some, it might be a minor illness. Those with bigger egos, that really big egos, will need a big disaster to break down their ego. And that is the beginning of humility. So why does God, the universe, or your soul do this to you? It's not doing anything to you. You're doing it to yourself. We let our ego puff up so big that nothing of value can enter our life. Do you see? And your soul knows it. It's saddened by it. And yet, it can't do jack until you decide to ask it for help. Number 2 is trust. Once you've been broken down by begging, you'll come to trust, but you need to sustain this trust. Don't forget all about it the next day just because something good happens to you. Trust takes time. If you rush, you'll only bring yourself back to square one. So, how do you sustain this trust? And these are just some things I do because it works for me personally. Try them, experiment, customize until you come to something you're comfortable with. Let your intention guide you. Now, first thing in the morning, when you're not fully awake, but in that theta state between sleep and wakefulness, make a vow. Thank your soul for your health. Thank your face for being able to smile. Thank your teeth for being able to chew your food. Thank your legs and feet for letting you walk. If you don't have legs or feet, then thank your eyes for letting you experience beauty. Thank your ears for hearing your favorite music. Okay, you get my drift. Thank your soul for guiding you in your thoughts, the choices you make, and your actions that lead to the highest spiritual outcome for everyone and not just for yourself. You can throw in a clause to say what's non negotiable and what's flexible and leave it to them to orchestrate, whether it's relationships with people, career, or money. Yes, you can have it all, but just make sure you have a clause that says it cannot be at the cost of your health or whatever it is that's non negotiable to you. Then, if you have a friend who's a corporate lawyer, get them to go through this for maximum clarity. I'm just kidding. The point is, you have to be crystal clear. Why? Because of your free will. Any doubt will also be taken seriously, and your soul will still obey you. Now, get out of bed, do cleansing stuff like personal hygiene and cleaning your home. After that, pour yourself a glass of water, go out into the sun, wrap your hands around this glass of water. Close your eyes and ask your soul to energize this water with love, compassion, courage, and whatever you want. But make sure when you ask, feel it. It's the feeling that matters, not the words. Words are often lost in translation, but not feelings and emotions. They can't be misinterpreted. So if you say, for example, please, please, please give me love, what your soul registers is desperation and fear, not love. Or if you say, I don't want to be poor, please give me more money, then the feeling your soul registers is poverty and fear, not abundance. Instead, feel the abundance. When was the last time you had good luck come to you? How did it feel? Feel it. To feel love, just take a memory of when you truly felt love and feel it. Take a memory of compassion when you gave it to someone or someone gave it to you and feel it. Don't judge it, feel it. Feel the memory of when you acted with bravery and don't judge it, just feel it. Feel it in its purity. Whatever you want in your life, feel it. By feeling it, you're actually taking yourself up to that high spiritual level where your soul is. The feeling of joy, love, compassion, strength, and courage, these are all high level energies. Now drink the water. Once you've done this, trust that your soul has felt what you felt, not heard, but felt. Trust that every choice you make will be the right one for the good of all, except, you cannot control what others do and feel because they too have free will. But, as long as your intention is good, that's the most you can do. Throughout the day, remind yourself of your vow. Talk to your soul. This is when it replies to you with signs like synchronicities. Synchronicities come when you're not trying to find them or imagine them. They happen spontaneously. Don't say, give me a sign, because that way you could be on the lookout for signs. And most of what you see may not be genuine signs, but rather your wish to see signs, confirmation bias and all. Synchronicities are always unexpected because that's when you're not thinking or wishing. Listen, your soul is not playing games with you or testing you. Your soul is always sending you messages. But when you're thinking and wishing, you won't know which messages are from your soul and which are from wishful thinking. Just clear your mind of clutter and you'll start experiencing more synchronicities. Be fully present throughout your day. Focus on the moment, because this is common ground where you and your soul are on the same time frame. When thoughts of the past or future enter your mind, just catch yourself doing it and stop. At first, you won't even catch yourself doing it, but when you start to, then it's just a matter of doing it constantly. You might have to do it 100 times a day, but with practice, I promise it'll become less. And this leads you, as in your human body and mind, to integrate with your soul. Remember, the present moment is the meeting point between your human person and your soul. Your soul is here to guide you. So trust that every choice you make, every action you take at the present moment, if done with love, compassion, and courage, will take care of the future. Number 3, the last thing I do before going to sleep is meditate. Now, you can do this any time of the day. You can do it in the morning if you like, but I just happen to do it at night because it just works for me personally. Okay, it's just for 15 minutes, but it's quality meditation. I won't go into how to meditate because it's very personal. What works for one person may not work for another, so practice it until you get it right. You'll know when it's right. That's when you feel a connection to your soul. Meditation is like a clear day where your internet connection is flawless. I just glanced at my phone and the time is 12:12. I'm just going to take this to mean that this episode is ready and needs no more editing. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Do you speak to your soul? Does it talk back to you? Or have you just started doing it? Let me know how it goes. I really appreciate feedback. I hope you found this useful. You have a great week ahead, okay? Thank you for listening. If you found this of value, please follow and share it.